Hey guys, this is Kristen Richards, and not only do I help others find routine in the chaos, but I also have been able to help others tap into a belief system within themselves that they probably didn't even know existed. I know that was the case for me in 2013. I had overcome 2 years of an unhealthy relationship with my mind, my body, food, and exercise. But once I found that balance, and once I found that as a mom of 2 boys, well, I did have 2, I have 3 boys now, a husband, and a full-time labor and delivery nurse job, I knew that it was something special that I had to pay forward. But it didn't take long for my hospital and my communities to start taking notice. They wanted in on what I was doing. I was pumped and excited to help them. I had already spent a good year just giving them my tips, giving them my nutrition plans, giving them my gym schedule. And I knew that I wanted more of that. I wanted something that was gonna speak to everyone. So I was gonna go make a blog. I was ready. I had my food bought. I was getting ready to prep, take pictures, and I was gonna start giving people all of the valuable information that I had collected over the last 2 years. Well, that same month, that same day actually, I was getting ready to launch this. Tragedy had struck my family. I received a phone call that my grandfather, who was the creator of what you see now, the woman who I am now, he was my mentor and my supporter my whole life. He had a massive heart attack, and he was skiing with my son at the time. So the mom me went into, where's my son? And the granddaughter in me thought, what are we gonna do? What is our family gonna do? I arrived to Massachusetts, finding out that my grandmother had lost her husband at 51 years. At 27 years old, I was no longer the same person. After that, I spent months in my bed. We did not have a babysitter. Why? Because our family had always watched our children. We didn't have a plan B. We found ourselves going into massive amounts of debt because, let's face it, it was $1,100 a month for daycare. I was given 3 days off from my job. I was in the middle of an orientation that if I didn't come back, I would never be able to make up that time. And if I didn't complete the program, I was gonna have to return back payment from the contract. It's a lot of pressure and a really hard time in your life. I found myself cement block on my chest every single day. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't eat, I couldn't get out of bed, I couldn't take care of myself, I couldn't take care of my kids. I was in a dark place. I was using coping mechanisms that I don't suggest to anybody. And at one point I thought, well, if everything is just gonna continue this way, what am I? I'm not even worthy of being a wife or a mom anymore. I felt that I was better off somewhere else. Now, the happy-go-lucky person that I was before that time, this was hard for a lot of people to see me go through this negative, dark, just shutting everybody out, not accepting help, blunt, not the same person anymore, person who wasn't excited anymore to help others or herself. Time went on, debt went on, everything took a hit. My marriage, my kids, my family, our bank account, our cars. I found in a place that something had to make a change. That was a decision. I was at a crossroad and I said, what do you need from me, universe, God? What do you need from me? Who am I? I was scrolling Facebook because when you hate everything about your life, you go on and you want to compare or you want to get inspired or whatever brings you to social media. I was on there and I saw a girl and she kind of looked like me, except for she had light in her eyes. She was happy. She was sharing other happy people. They had a tribe, a culture, something that I wanted to be a part of. And I thought, no way. It's one of those things. I don't know what she does, but it's awesome. She gets to share her clean eating recipes and working out with her kids and things that meant a lot to me at one point in my life. But, you know, at this point, who really cares about their health? They just stress themselves out, work, and don't go to the doctor and have massive heart attacks at 67 with a family history. That's where I was at. Something inside me told me to reach out. I reached out to the girl. We connected. I had a phone call and told her I wanted what she had. I wanted somebody to care about my well-being and my health again. And I wanted to be with people who matched that criteria. Could you help me? And she said yes. And when I got into this tribe, I found out that I could do exactly what I was already being set up for 2 years. That I could pay it forward and show people what I was going through in my journey. I didn't have a transformation at the time. I just needed the mental transformation. I needed the inspiration back in my life to do something more. When you're in the thick of thick, it's really hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. When people say you're gonna get through this, it's gonna be okay, it's really hard to hear those things when you feel like everything was taken away from you. I was at rock bottom. I didn't think anything else could happen. So I figured, why not? I'm just gonna give it a try. I went to my unit. I said, hey guys, you know, I'm doing this. A bunch of my friends were calling me crying because they couldn't lose the baby weight and they wanted my help. All things that were starting to resonate again once in my life. And I said, okay, we're gonna host a virtual boot camp. We're gonna do this program together. We're gonna commit every single day. I got this. And I kept saying, I got this every day. And that first month, had I never made that decision in my life, we would not be where we are now 5 years later. I would not be the person talking to you right now, sharing an opportunity and a tribe and a team that is ready to embrace you with love and support you and get you to the dreams and the desires that you're after. I was always told that you stop dreaming once you're a little girl, and now I'm proof that you're never too old to dream. You don't have to have a fancy certification or a degree or any title or any situation or background or circumstance. You can be whoever you want to be, whoever you want to grow into being. You have the ability once you find your mission and purpose. So I get the honor of helping you to discover that. I get to sit down and listen and see where I can help, see where you can get started, give you a roadmap. I bring you into a team of people who are ready to see you succeed as well. Every step of the way that I have endured with a roadmap from start to where I am now, you are given that. And so I went from just hosting virtual boot camps, helping people with their health and nutrition, to now I am a business mentor. Somebody who has built teams, watched them fly, and have continued paying that skill set forward. We have linked arms. We've grown into an amazing organization. And now I'm asking you to decide what it is you need from me at this time. If this sounds like something that you just want to learn more, maybe this is something that is calling your name, or maybe you'll watch this video a couple times over and over, or maybe you'll continue following me until 3 or 4 years down the line, your life, your season of life changes, and you remember there was a girl who shared her story and her testimony with you and invited you into her life and how to overcome what it is that's harboring you now. If you are somebody who is a stay-at-home mom, lost in her identity, you want more for your family. You don't want to have to say no to your children. You don't want to continue racking up months upon months of debt that you have no idea how you're going to get out of. You're tired of watching your husband commute hours upon hours just to come home and have zero quality of life from all the amount of stress that he's under. If you are a single mom who depends on one income, you're struggling even with a full-time job and you just need something just to pay groceries or just keep your electricity on, that's my team. Those are my people. I am a firm believer in supporting the underdogs and people who were given the most unfortunate events and turning it into something great. I believe that this was not by accident. I know that this was given to me for a reason, and now I'm sharing with you. And I hope that you take the time to think about it. If you need more information, if you want to talk more, you can fill out the application right below. You can DM me, whatever works best for you, I'm here. Thank you so much for the ongoing support and love. I hope that this brought you a little bit more insight. I get so many messages from you guys on a day-to-day basis that you love my honesty and how authentic and real I am, and this is the real Kristen Richards. No glam, no shiny objects here, just a nurse who was fed up with her life, fed up with people telling her how she should live, the decisions to make for her children, and told that she needs to get over her circumstances and move forward. That wasn't my case, and it doesn't have to be the case for you. You can turn any situation that you want into an amazing experience and pay it forward. It's the best life I've ever lived, and I'm so blessed and so humbled to have had it. So you guys have an amazing night. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to hear more about you.